Okay, so we're going to attempt another weekend reading vlog, but I may have to extend this one a few days past the weekend because exciting things are happening. Hi everyone, my name is Chloe, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here today. Today's video is the start of a new weekend reading vlog, as I just said. So it's Friday evening, and I have got plans this weekend, but it's slightly different from the last weekend reading vlog I did, where it was sort of theatre all at the beginning and then I had reading plans at the end of the weekend. This time I have got no plans tomorrow. I was thinking of going to see some theatre shows, but I've not been feeling the best for like the last week. Basically the last vlog that I did was Can Seats are next to normal, and then the day after that, well, the last day of the vlog, towards the end of it I started feeling a bit off, and then all week I've just been like run down with like cold and flu thing, and I'm starting to get better. I'm definitely feeling better in and of myself now. Still just like a little bit congested, but should be fine in the next couple of days. And fingers crossed, because I do have plans on Sunday. So I think I'm going to take tomorrow easy so that I do feel better for Sunday. So what I do need to do is finish a book and hopefully read another one. I'm currently reading A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. This is the first book in a duology, the second book being A Fire Endless, which is the other book that I want to read this weekend. So I would like to have this entire duology finished this weekend. I have about an hour left of this audiobook. I've been sort of listening and reading along. That's how far I am. I'm using the Just Jacket as a bookmark at the minute because I have not brought one downstairs. But I did start it like 2 days ago, and then because I've not been feeling the best, yesterday evening I didn't read all, and then today me and Abby, my housemate, we ended up watching Our Flag Means Death, which is a show I've been wanting to watch for ages and just haven't, and then I keep seeing stuff about the trailer for season 2, and Abby's very excited for season 2, so we said we'd watch it together. We are 5 episodes in, so I'm halfway through now, and we'll hopefully finish that tomorrow. But before I do finish that tomorrow, I do have a to-do list, because although I'm taking it easy, I have stuff to do in the house. I need to film a video that should go up tomorrow, so you should have seen it before this one. I need to just sort of do some general tidying, and I need to finish this book. So that is planned for tomorrow. On Sunday, me and Meg are going to a musical theatre concert. It is Stephen Schwartz. It's Schwartz at 75, so Stephen Schwartz, the musical theatre composer, writer, he is turning 75, and they're doing a concert to celebrate him, and it's got lots of West End stars in it. It's got Carrie Ellis, it's got Louise Dearman, it's got Rachel Tucker, it's got Rob Houchen, Jamie Moscato. Who else have we got in there? Emma Kingston. I'm trying to think who else. Like, I've been looking at the list. I think Hebrel Sheik is going to be there as well. Lots and lots of good people that I enjoy, and I like Stephen Schwartz's music. There'll be music from Wicked, there'll be music from Pippin, maybe some Prince of Egypt in there as well, various things, and I'm looking forward to going to see it. So that is Sunday afternoon, which, you know, like, could be a nice vlog. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But as I mentioned, I will probably be extending this vlog a little bit longer. I have no plans on Monday that I know of, but on Tuesday, I now have plans that I was not expecting. So, if you watched last week's vlog, you will have seen that I went to Moulin Rouge and I went in the Can seats. And I'd had those tickets booked for a while. I think I booked them in March. And I think I said at the time, like, they're not the cheapest seats to get. But we sort of decided to splurge on them because we wanted to see it with this cast that we really liked, and like really happy that I got to see it in those seats. And maybe at some point I'll go back to them, but like I'm not in a rush to, because the new cast, I'm not as excited to necessarily go to the Can seats immediately. I need to see if I like them first, which is still true. I still do need to see if I like the new cast before I decide to like pay more for the Can seats. But the key piece of information that we're missing here is that Moulin Rouge does it's not a ticket lottery anymore. It used to be a lottery. They used to do a lottery that was drawn every Wednesday, and you would get an email telling you whether you were successful or not. And every single week, me and Meg would message each other and say, sad Moulin Rouge email today, because we would always get the one that said better luck next time. And then a few weeks ago, they changed the lottery to be a sort of release of tickets on a Friday instead. So you still have to sign up, but every Friday you get an email that tells you it's Bohemian Day, and they give you a link to the website to try and get what they call the Bohemian tickets. And it's just a release of tickets that go on sale at midday on a Friday, and you put in a virtual queue. You don't really have a say over what queue number you're going to get. It's all random. And so far, I think it's been like 6 weeks that they've been doing this now. So far, I've had a lot of times where I've been like 5,000 back in the queue, sometimes more, and I've not had any hope of getting onto the website. There was another time where I was like number 300, 400 in the queue, and I stayed on there and waited, and I did manage to get some tickets. There just weren't particularly like many left, but I ended up getting some stalls tickets for the Saturday night for £29. That's how much it is if you get them in the lottery. So these tickets should have normally been like 150, I think, or the ones next to us were 150, and the ones that we got were £30. I'm not going to complain about that. Now, I did know that they set aside a can table for each performance for the lottery tickets. They've done that since I was just a lottery. And I went on today not thinking I would get anything, but I've been trying it every week just because like I'd feel like I'd missed a time where I possibly could get them if I didn't try. So I went on, and to be honest, I completely forgot about it in a way. Like you get the email about 11 o'clock, and I'd gone on the link because you can join sort of the webpage before, and then it'll just automatically put you in the queue. And I'd done that, and I had it sort of on my personal laptop while I was sat on my work laptop, and I'd gone for a quick break. I'd gone to like go and get a drink, and I came back from the kitchen into where my desk is at like 1 minute past 12, and I went, oh, I should check and see what the lottery is like, and it had automatically put me in the queue, and I looked and it was like, there are 16 people ahead of you in the queue. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get on this website very, very early. And it did like put me immediately on the website, and there was still a can table available for Tuesday. So I messaged Meg and was like, there is a can table on Tuesday, and her response was, well, like, will we have to go? So I booked a can table for like £30 each as opposed to like over £100 each. I am not going to complain about that. And I feel like I kind of need to continue the vlog to take you with me. There will not be can seats every week in these weekend vlogs. I'm not planning on doing weekend vlogs every weekend. It was just because we had the Stephen Schwartz concert. I was like, oh yeah, I'll take you guys along with me. Next weekend I'm going home for the weekend, so I won't be vlogging. But you know, it all seems like great timing that it's all lining up this week. So yeah, we're going to be reading some books. We're going to go into Stephen Schwartz concert. Well, a concert celebrating Stephen Schwartz. He will actually be there himself, but like it's not him performing the entire thing. It is various West End actors, and I will be going to can seats all the while trying to like read books, film videos, and just hopefully feel like a human again. So I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. Hello, I thought I would film a quick clip while I am still looking put together because I can't guarantee this will last for the rest of the day. But it is Saturday morning and I have filmed 2 videos. I'm gonna try and edit one to go up today. We'll see how well that goes. It was a lot of footage, so hopefully it won't take me too long to edit, but we don't know. I still have other things to do on my to-do list today. I would like to finish my book. I would need to do a bit of tidying. We got halfway through watching Our Flag Means Death yesterday, so I'm going to watch the other half of that season, and we're going to see how it goes. I realised, I said yesterday that I started... I keep forgetting the name of the book. A River Enchanted is literally right behind me because that's Meg's copy. I started reading that and I didn't actually give you any thoughts on it. I am very much enjoying it so far. It feels like, I said this to Meg, it feels like stuff is happening, like it's high stakes, because essentially there's a guy called Jack who grew up on this island where there are 2 kind of like opposing clans, and he then went away from the island to go and study on the mainland, and it's not really, people don't really like come and go from the island that much, but so he hasn't gone back since he's been studying, but then he's summoned back because there is something going on the island, and when he gets there he finds out that girls are going missing. So like there's stuff happening. It's high stakes because when I say girls going missing, like they are young children as well, and like it's a high stakes of that happening, but also like it was very slow. Like people were doing things to look for the girls, but it wasn't like action packed. We must immediately go out on this adventure and hunt for them and whatever. Like I said, it was generally happening at a slower pace, but I really liked that. It felt like it gave me more time to so it felt like it gave me more time to kind of connect to the characters. And it wasn't that nothing was happening, it's just that it wasn't like everything happening all at once, if that makes any sense. But also now I feel like we have got to a point where we're starting to find out more information, and I feel like we're at quite a pivotal point right now. So I feel like the pace could start to pick up from here. I have also been told that at the end of this book I will want to read the second one quite quickly, because apparently it's twice now that Meg has read a Rebecca Ross book that was a duology, and she was very happy to know that it was a duology, because I think when she read this one she thought it was a standalone and was like, how can you leave it there, and was very happy to find out it was a duology. When she read Divine Rivals she knew it was a duology, but also was like very much needing that book too. So I am glad that I have book 2 to move on to, and hopefully I will start that today. But right now I do need to go and edit because the video needs to go up, and also I really just want to eat something. So we're gonna go and get food, we're gonna hydrate, we're gonna edit. Things will get done. Hello, this has not been a very successful vlog so far. It's now Saturday evening and I have not read anything yet. I haven't filmed any like b-roll or anything. I spent most of my day editing, to be honest. I told you earlier I filmed 2 videos and then I edited one, and it took me a long time to edit. And it's an hour long, and I don't know if anyone actually wants to watch it because it's just me rambling about all the theatre shows that I saw over the summer. But I liked to have it there as a record of everything that I've seen, so it's fine. I then watched the last 5 episodes of Our Flag Means Death, and I am fully like invested in that show now, and I can't wait for season 2 to come out. Luckily I don't have to wait too long because it's out in like 2-3 weeks, and it's the 5th of October, but my brain is not ready to figure out how far away that is at the minute. And then I also watched the launch show of Strictly Come Dancing, and have not read anything, and probably will not read tonight now, but I wanted to just do another clip for this evening. Tomorrow I will be reading, and I will also be going to the Stephen Schwartz concert. So there are things happening, and I will catch you up then, I suppose. Hello, it is Sunday, and I actually have a reading update for you. I finished A River Enchanted this morning. I've given it 4 stars. I enjoyed it. It did feel like it's a lot of setup. I'm very excited to see where it goes in book 2. I think that's why it's a 4-star rather than a 5, is it just felt like had a lot of build up, and now I'm invested, and I'm like, oh, and now it ended there. But the ending was rude, to be honest. Like, it was just like the last few pages, it's like, oh, here we go, we're gonna have this happen now, and then it just ends there, and I don't like it. I need book 2. Luckily I do have book 2, and I will be starting that hopefully today. But right now I am dressed and ready to go out because we're going to the Stephen Schwartz at 75 concert thing. We're going to go for food first, so I'm just waiting for Meg to come down, and then we're going to head towards Chinatown to go and get some food, and there will probably be b-roll of the day, and then I will catch up with you later. But I just thought I would come in here and say that I did finish the book this morning. It is now like midday, and as soon as I woke up I sort of came down here and I listened to like the last hour and a bit of the audiobook that I had, and like I said, I will be starting book 2. I have it ready to go. It's downloaded on Scribd, it's ready to go. But how much of it I get read today, we don't know. We will see. But as I've already said, this vlog is carrying on till Tuesday, so it's fine. There's plenty of time for me to finish it. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I'm just going to call and speak to you guys later. Hello, it is Monday morning. I'm just logging in for work, but I thought I would do a vlog clip while I remembered, because I did not remember to do one last night after we got back from the Stephen Schwartz concert. So I think I told you that I finished the book before we went out yesterday, and I think I said I was going to give you more full thoughts. So let me do that first. I gave it 4 stars. I enjoyed it, but I feel like it was a lot of setup, and kind of like things were starting to happen at the end. So I'm very invested now. I'm immediately going to be going on to book 2, but I feel like as a book on its own, the pacing was just, like I said, things were starting to happen at the end, and it couldn't quite be a 5-star because not really enough had happened yet. But I think, well, from what I've been told of book 2, there's so much plot happening in there, so I feel like as a duology it will work really well, but like looking at it individually, the first one just has to be a 4-star. I am going to be moving on to A Fire Endless today at some point when I'm a bit more awake to listen to the audiobook. But then, before we went out, I was going to get more b-roll when we were out. I was going to get b-roll of us eating Chinese food. We went to get dim sum in Chinatown, and then there was a wait for a table, and the only one they had was outside, and it wasn't raining yet when we sat outside, but it was definitely looking like it was going to. And it was only as we sat down we realised that there was like this canopy out, but our table wasn't covered by the canopy. There was like a row of tables that wasn't covered. And we sat there like, it still looks like it's going to rain. And lo and behold, just before the food came, it did start raining. So they'd managed to get like another tarp thing to put over us, but by that point, like we'd had a delay sort of waiting for the table. It would then got rained on. It was just like, I did not even think to pick up my phone and film some b-roll, but the food was nice. And then we did head over to the theatre, and then there was a wait getting into the theatre as well. Like they'd not quite got the foyer ready, I think, because they decorated that. So there was like a wait getting in. So we just stood outside for a while, and they didn't let us into the theatre until like it was less than half an hour before the show starts, which usually they let you in 45 minutes to an hour before you can get into the building, so that you have time to like go to the bar and then find your seats and stuff. It very much felt like being back in New York early on this year, because they opened their doors a lot closer to the time and us delay, and I did not like that, and I didn't like being reminded of it. But once we did get in, we did have time to sit down, find our seats, get a drink, all of that stuff. And then the concert started, and it was fantastic. They did a lot of the big Stephen Schwartz songs that I know and love, a lot of stuff from Wicked, from Pippin, from Godspell, from Prince of Egypt, Pocahontas, what else did we have, Hunchback of Notre Dame, but also some shows that I don't know as well, things like The Baker's Wife, which apparently is going to have a run next year at the Mania Chocolate Factory, and having heard some songs in that one, I'm like, maybe I will go and see that. And then there were other ones that I can't remember. I just remember they did Children of Eden as well, and that's one that I kind of know but kind of don't. So it was nice to hear some different songs. They were all fantastic. The performers were all incredible. Jamie Moscato sang Corner of the Sky from Pippin, and he did As Long As You're Mine from Wicked with Rachel Tucker, who also did No Good Deed from Wicked. You had Kerry Ellis also doing No Good Deed. They had 3 alphabets, so they had Kerry Ellis, Louise Diamond and Rachel Tucker. And then Kerry Ellis also did Defying Gravity. Louise Diamond did a couple of other things. She did like When You Believe from Prince of Egypt. Emma Kingston was singing songs that I didn't know, but she was incredible doing them. Rob Houghton sang Out There from Hunchback. It was a good time, and I'm very glad that I went. And then we came back and watched a lot of animated films with Stephen Schwartz music in them, because we wanted to watch Prince of Egypt, which we did, and then we watched Hunchback of Notre Dame, and then we carried on with the animated theme, but watched something that was a little bit happier, because both of those are fairly intense. And we watched The Swan Princess instead, which is not written by Stephen Schwartz, but it was just something we were talking about when we were searching for Prince of Egypt. Swan Princess came up, and we went, we should watch that. So that was my day yesterday, and now I am back at work, and I will be listening to my audiobook while I'm working later on today, and I will give you updates, I guess. And like I said, this vlog is going to carry on until tomorrow when we go back to Can Seats. So I just need to get through work for 2 days first. Hello, ignore the awful lighting. The lamp is like right behind me, so, and I can't be bothered to move. But it is Monday evening now. I am editing the footage that I have for this vlog so far, because I realise that I'm on a pretty tight schedule to actually get it uploaded. So I thought I should probably also jump in and give you an update here. I haven't actually read anything today. I know I said I was going to start a Fire Endless today. At work I just wasn't in the mood to listen to an audiobook. I am a person who can listen to an audiobook while I'm working, usually, but today I felt like if I had that on, I would not concentrate on work. So instead, I carried on the theme of watching animated films, and I had Anastasia on my laptop while I was working on my work laptop. And then I can't even remember what I had on in the afternoon. Oh no, I was listening to podcasts. There was a new episode of Dear Hank and John that I was listening to. So that kind of got me through the day. And then in the evening time, me, Meg and Abby watched a film called, Walking on Sunshine. It is a musical film that uses songs from the 80s. It was released in 2015, and I remember seeing the trailer for this before and thinking, I don't really want to watch this, it looks awful. And then I'd heard Meg and Abby both talk about it, and they spoke about it in a way like it was so bad it was good. And I'm not entirely sure it crosses that territory. It's truly one of the worst things I've ever seen. I don't know if it can cross over into actually being good. I'm not saying I had a bad time watching it, but I had so many questions. So I did not read at all, and I am not going to read now. I am going to edit this, and then I'm going to probably put another film on. But I thought I would just jump in, give you the update. I would not need to, obviously, but I would like to finish A Fire Endless. I know I've not even started it yet, but I would like to finish it before the end of this vlog. So hopefully tomorrow at work I can listen to the audiobook, because it's about 6 hours long, so that's like a work day. And then tomorrow evening it is Can Seats, and I'm so excited for it. So that is a plan for tomorrow. So hopefully I will be able to give you an update that says I have read a book, and then there'll be some B-roll of Can Seats, and it will all be a good time. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I mean, that's pretty much everything I needed to ramble about. Hello, my headphones have died, so it seems like an appropriate moment to tell you how I'm getting on with the book so far. It is, I was gonna say Tuesday morning, it's not morning, it's 12:01. I am currently at work. Well, I'm on my laptop, I'm at home, but I'm working on my laptop. And I have been listening to the audiobook whilst I've been working, and the audiobook being A Fire Endless. I know, like, if you're watching this clip, you've seen the rest of the vlog, so you know these things, but I feel like I still need to say it. But yeah, I did start it this morning. I'm having a really good time. It feels like we've jumped straight into the plot. There's a lot more happening in this one. But also, I was just trying to explain this to Meg. It's like, it's very high stakes. There is a lot happening in this one, but it's also quite calm in the way that things do happen. So it's not like overwhelming and intense. And also we have like 4 main characters, and I love all of them. So I'm never like annoyed when we're swapping from one POV to another. I'm having a great time, but like I said, my headphones have died, so I can't listen to it for a while now. So I'm going to put a YouTube video on in the background while I work instead. I do work better with noise. So I should still be able to finish the book today though, because I've got like 2 and a bit hours left of the audiobook now. So that can be my afternoon listening. But I just thought I would give you an update. And yeah, I'll probably try and do another clip this afternoon, hopefully, when I finish the book. And then Can Seats tonight, which I will keep mentioning because I'm very excited about it. But I will catch up with you guys later. Hello, it is now the evening time. Quick vlog update because we will be leaving the house soon. I finished A Fire Endless. I got the title right finally. I finished it. I should get the title right, actually. It's right behind me, I've just realised. But I've given it 5 stars. It was great. The ending was like, it was a good ending, but for a minute it felt like it wasn't going to be a good ending, and if it didn't go the way that I wanted it to go, it would have been marked down a star. But I had faith that it would actually be a good ending, because I knew that Meg would not have rated it so high if the ending had been what it seemed like it was going to be. So it was fine, like I knew it would be okay, but still I had a moment of doubt. But now I am ready and dressed and just had some food, and now we're gonna go to watch Moulin Rouge, because where else would I be? Hello, there is a Meg.
Hello.
What have we just been to do, Meg?
We've been to see Moulin Rouge. Baby.
I was like, that's not the way you would say it.
No, that's not.
We went to the Can Seats again. We were in different Can Seats this time. I've already explained that we were going to the Can Seats, but we were in different ones.
It doesn't make it any less ridiculous just because you've already explained it.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I don't need to go over it too much. But we were in different seats, so we could actually, like, we were still very, very close, but we could take it in a bit more this time. Yeah. We weren't, like, trapped in between the little walkway bit. But it was very, very good.
It was. My immediate thought is, when can I go back?
Yeah, so Meg has actually, I believe the words that you said were that now that you've seen it in Can Seats and you know you've got tickets for Jeremy Scott's last performance, is you need to go as many times as possible.
Yeah, because when I had Can Seats booked, I was like, that was something to look forward to, that was going to be like new and different.
Yeah.
And now I've done that, and I know he's leaving, and I'm like, well, it was really very excellent when I saw him in Can Seats, so like I must continue to go.
We will continue to try and get the Bohemian seats every Friday. Oh, it's just so good. It was like, it was sadder this time. Like, there was an actual tear being shed from Jamie Moscato during the like finale, and I did not like it. I did not need to be that close to see the tear rolling down his cheek.
No, it was really rude.
No, it was just, it was offensive. Like,
Harold also, I saw him tear up a lot more.
Yeah.
I think just because of like the way he stands during some sad moments, I didn't see his face as clearly. I could see like other people.
Yeah.
But like,
no, like there's
a moment where like someone says the word consumption.
And it's not a spoiler at this point. I feel like if you watch the film, you know the spoiler for it in the first like 2 minutes. Ewan McGregor tells you exactly what's going to happen. But yeah, there's the consumption bit, and then also just the bit at the end where it's the where they were saying the...
Sing a song at my funeral.
Well, yeah, but a lot was also like after the event had happened at the end, when it was the truth, beauty, freedom, love. Like, everyone looked very upset.
Yeah.
It was a lot. There was also a lot of confetti.
That's a lot of confetti.
One of the confetti cannons did not go off properly in the first number though. Like, has a heart.
Mm-hmm. It just came out of your pocket.
Oh,
yeah, it just landed on the couch.
I will take that back then, thank you.
I do have a heart in my bag though.
It does. I feel like I want to give more in-depth thoughts, but I don't have any. But also, like, I've given thoughts on Moulin Rouge many a times.
It was excellent.
It was.
You have less than a month to see Jamie Moscato. If you can see
That's
it,
so
you
sad.
should.
It's just so sad.
It is so
And I
sad.
need to know what he's doing next. I've seen him like twice in this.
Touch wood.
Yeah, well, we're not saying it on here because we're not putting it in the universe, but we have hopes for what he could do next. And like, fingers crossed is what we want it to be.
Yep.
But yeah, we've seen him twice in this vlog.
Yeah. I also enjoyed the Steve Schwartz concert.
Yes, Micah's not given her thoughts on that. Do you have anything that you want to say in particular?
Emma Kingston was phenomenal.
I did say that.
Yeah, I need to see her in more things. I did not like that they did the arrangement of When You Believe that was like the Mariah Whitney version.
Yeah.
Because that's just not it.
They also did like a jazzy arrangement of Out There.
Yeah.
From Hunchback of Notre Dame, which was interesting. I mean, like,
was
Rob
interesting.
Houghton sounded great
He
regardless.
did sound great. But you know what else sounds great? Just the standard Alan Menken arrangement of Out There. That Michael Arden sings in the musical.
It was a choice.
Like, it was good. There was a moment when I just turned to Chloe and was like, this is jazzy.
Yeah.
In a perplexed way. Rather than this is jazzy.
I know how we can end this clip. So last time we were at Can Seats, I told you about Meg's reaction to a particular scene in Moulin Rouge where the particular line is, because she doesn't love you. And then there's a beat. And
Anytime now.
that was Meg's reaction today. It was just like we were in the middle of the beat and it was just anytime now.
The beat was very long.
And also, I feel like you need to like do a recreation of how you were just sat staring at the lime in your drink.
I had my drink and I drank my drink in preparation for the moment, and then the moment was very long, so I just had my straw and I had a lime and
it was very interesting to her, apparently.
It was very interesting. You know what's not interesting? Second-hand embarrassment, because he doesn't say her soon enough.
What I find funny is that I used to like sort of sit there and just like visibly just be like this. And now I don't even react to that because I just react to you instead.
I'm glad to provide entertainment.
And that's the end of the vlog. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below. I don't know when I'm doing another vlog, I don't know when I'm doing another vlog, but I will do at some point. Meg has something to say.
People should read Rebecca Ross books.
Yes, I have talked about them in this vlog.
I haven't.
Okay.
And they were my recommendations. So
Okay.
other people should also read Rebecca Ross books.
She's ruined my outro now, but I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye.